Hey you guys, hope you're having a good day. So I have a new face-up for my Ringdoll Dracula Sarah to reveal, but we're also going to do the BJD Would You Rather tag, which I had done in the past, but we're just going to see how, after a year, my answers have changed. So let's get to it. Alright, so as you can see, I went for a much more colorful approach than my last one, which was mostly reds and pinks, and it was garbage, honestly. But the main difference here is that I added back in some of the blue color that his previous face-ups had to make it look more creepy, but also just to make it look more interesting, you know? Because even if it's not realistic blushing, I do like this so much more than his old, messy face-up, which included the use of glue to make his scars more 3D, which I totally omitted this time, because as you can see, it just looks so much neater to just draw them in with a red watercolor pencil. And, well, it looks mostly neater, but I am a little disappointed with how messy the eyelashes came out. The painted on ones, anyway. It became a clumpy mess when my pencil got dull, I guess. Let's see. Yeah, the eyebrows are much neater, too, because I used a different method for that. The eyelashes, the falsies he's wearing, those are more angled outward than they were before, because before I had him angled downward, so I fixed that. And his lips are now a nude color with some blue padded on, so I think overall it's a much nicer face-up. Even if it didn't come out exactly how I wanted, it is much, much, much better than his last one. Okay, now let's get into the tag. Would you rather have $20 dolls or just 2 dolls? I would like 20, please. Back then I only had 2 dolls, and I don't think I had any plans of getting any more at that point. But I wasn't sure that I had the emotional capacity to, take care of and enjoy more than 2 or 3 dolls at a time. Number 2, would you rather only have a BJD body or a head? I would rather have just a floating body than a floating head, I think, because it's not like you're never going to get a head for that body, and if you have that body preemptively, like if you see a nice price on a Miro doll body on the secondhand market and you just snatch it up, then you have so many possibilities as to what a head you could get. When I wrote it down like last year, it says, interesting, I would rather have a head because the head is the character. Now, when I have a head, I feel like it can't be a complete character unless it's on a body. Number 3 is have more eyes or more wigs. My answer back then was wigs. My answer now is eyes. I feel like eyes are way more interchangeable than wigs. I have so many wigs now, and I hardly use any of them, because some of them are just so annoying, and some of them are totally the wrong color. But with eyes, I would love to have more variety. Especially the small iris 12mm, because I always want more of those. Number 4 is BJD piercings or tattoos, and I didn't write down an answer for this one. But BJD piercings always give me such an issue. They're always falling off, they're so easy to knock off, and so hard to get on. So I think now I would definitely prefer tattoos, even though I've never done a BJD tattoo, but I would love to do a tattoo sometime. Especially on him. I would like to put like angel wings on his back. Everything about the tattoo process sounds scary to me. But hopefully I'll get around to it, maybe next year. Number 5 is have one perfect outfit or multiple imperfect outfits. Here I wrote down one perfect outfit. And I don't have one such outfit. I mean, I guess Survey kind of has one outfit that I feel really exemplifies his character, but I don't think it's a perfect outfit. And so I would like to have multiple imperfect ones, so that at least I can enjoy dressing up my dolls and switching their clothes around. Number 6, only have SD, MSD, or USD dolls. And I wrote down MSD, they're a great size, last year. And this one is kind of difficult, because if it implies giving away the MSDs that I do have if I were to choose SDs, I don't think I can pick that answer. Mostly because, Survey was a present from my sister at a time that I was particularly depressed. And I don't think I'd want to give him up because of that. But if I were to pick MSDs, would I have to give Adriel away and Sarah? That's a really difficult question, now that I have more than one kind of size. Let's just pretend these guys have never existed. But I already know my preference now. I would probably have only SDs. Just because I like the fashion for the SDs better. And when I get an MSD, I like to think of it as a kid. Number 7, pay for a pro to do your face up or do it yourself. Do it myself because having professional face ups makes me nervous. Yeah, my answer back then was do it myself to make it more personal. I mean, that's a good answer, but I'm sure you could tell an artist what you wanted. I mean, I don't think that they would just, you get what you get, give me $65 or something like that. Number 8 is make BJD food or BJD props. I don't really like to do either. I think I would rather make BJD props if I had to make one. 9, go to a mini meet at somebody's house or a big BJD meet in a hall. And I answered, a big meet sounds fun, but I'd be too worried about taking my boys into public like that. I'd rather keep them safe at somebody's house. I feel like if I just went to somebody's house, like my friend or my sister or whatever, it wouldn't be so much about the dolls, it would be more like about us hanging out. Like in contrast to a big BJD meet where they might be like trading and shopping and connecting to people through the hobby, which sounds interesting. But to flip that around again, I'm afraid of meeting people. What if I went to somebody's house who I didn't know? I guess in that case, if we're meeting people that I've never met before, I would rather be at a big meet and greet because it's like a neutral ground and I could just leave whenever I felt like it, rather than at somebody's house where it's more of a production to just get up and leave in the middle of activities. I mean, yeah, I would rather... See, you can tell what kind of person I am if I'm gauging this off on how easy it is to just sneak away. I swear I'm not, like, antisocial, but you think I was kidding about the vampire thing? Let's see, number 10, have a BJD pet or a YOSD? YOSD, it says. Doll Family H has some adorable little vamps. Yes, I still agree. I do like BJD pets, but there's only so much you can do with them, and I am not... No offense to furries, but I do not like to put animals in clothes. Even when I was a youngin' at Build-A-Bear, I would just buy the bear and say, okay, let's go, because I didn't want to put animals in clothes. So even though the pet dolls are cute, and I like all my pet dolls, I think I would like a USD even more. Number 11, have a house diorama or make a shelf home. Of course I would like to make a house diorama, but there is no way I will ever have enough room for that. Ideally, like if I had just a void in which to put my doll stuff, I would definitely like to have a house diorama. But as it stands, it's more conceivable for me to make a shelf home. So I'll pick shelf home. Number 12, wait 6 months for a doll to be shipped or have a seller close by to pick it up. Again, I don't like to go to people's houses. But even more than that, I hate waiting 6 months. Like, it's just so hard for me. Number 13, if you could have only one gender of dolls, would you choose boys or girls? The answer back then was definitely boys. The likelihood of me getting a girl is already slim. Male characters just appeal to me more for some reason. Totally agree still. Although, recently I have been thinking maybe I would get a female character. I might get one to be my character, Rosaline. Number 14, always carry a BJD with you or never take them anywhere. Definitely, the old answer was never take them anywhere. I'm way too paranoid for their safety to take them out just yet. I have taken them out before to coffee shops and to Hobby Lobby. But still, if I had to choose between taking them like to work and to gas stations, to like arcades, to the mall, to Walmart, to the grocery store, etc., I wouldn't want to go there with them. Number 15, have a doll with hands for feet or feet for hands. I've been thinking about this so much. And it's not saying that all your dolls have to have hands for feet or feet for hands. It's saying only one doll has to have that. And so I was thinking about this all night, even before I decided to do this video. And I wrote down back then Hands for feet. Very useful. I don't know how that would be useful, but now that I'm thinking of it, imagine for a second, just imagine. This guy has not legs for legs, but arms for legs. Just a straight, like, up here it's totally normal, but down here they're arms and hands. What a strange little crab walking man he would be, and I would love that. Like, I would legitimately buy a doll that had arms for legs and hands for feet. Because what strange positions they could take. But I would love a doll with not only hands for feet, but arms for legs. And just, if we're going for it, we're going for it, you know. Number 16. Sell all your dolls and start over, or keep them and give them new characters, names, styles. My old answer was, as much as I would hate to lose the characters, I'd just reinvent them. I love the dolls too, not just the characters. And again, this isn't saying that you have to delete the characters, it's just saying that these dolls can't be that character. So I would, just like in the last one, I would keep these dolls because, you know, sentimentality, etc. and beauty. And I would just reshell the characters. So that was my revised BJD Would You Rather tag. I hope you enjoyed it and have a good day.